It's the radio segment that tried to save some money by cutting the cord, but accidentally severed the gas line instead. Now the fire department's on the way. It's Laser Stories, segment where we read weird news stories from around the globe, just like everyone else does, except we have a laser, and those other window lickers just don't. His first laser story's out of Glenwood Springs, Colorado. There's a 29-year-old guy named David Peabody, and recently he robbed a dry cleaner at gunpoint and then fled in his Chevy Equinox SUV.
Okay. Why, dry cleaners get robbed all the time.
Yeah.
They have a lot of money.
I don't know. I don't pay that much for my dry cleaning, so I don't understand it.
It's probably a cash-only type place.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Thing is, David wasn't very hard to spot, and he couldn't have been driving particularly fast because he had a couch strapped to the roof of his car.
Okay.
All right. In the middle of moving, I see.
Still, the police were a little behind, and they only caught up to David because at one point, incredibly, he tried to switch getaway cars.
Whoa. What is this, Grand Theft Auto?
That's right. Police rolled up to him as David was making a change to another getaway vehicle, but was also trying to secure the couch to the next car as well.
There's no point in getting another car then, dude.
It's moving day. David tried to play it cool and asked the cops for a hand,
Oh, yeah. Can you help me?
him tie the couch down, but he was arrested instead. He's now facing several charges, including robbery, eluding, and more.
Oh, man.
Afterwards, the police posted the story on their Facebook page saying, "There's nothing like making your getaway car more conspicuous and slower to really guarantee you won't get away with the crime."
Seriously.
This next laser story is out of Fallbrook, California. Oh, weird.
Don't fall, Brooke.
What? Okay.
I won Mr. Fallbrook Mall back in the day.
You did?
Yeah,
Shut up.
true story.
Okay.
Wow. Look at us. We're standing next
Humble
to Mr.
brag.
Yeah, back to Fallbrook, California.
I'm not lying. Jeffrey just sat up taller.
Those are my glory days.
Mr.
can't
Fallbrook Mall.
I'm sitting
Wow.
next to you. This is
Where's your
wow.
sash,
I'm honored.
King?
Okay, let's get back to the story. A guy in his 30s went into a Chase Bank branch the other day, and he wasn't wearing a protective mask, so the teller told him to put one on.
Yeah. They'll sick Mr. Fallbrook Mall on you.
That's right.
All right.
The guy looked annoyed, but he put on the mask anyway, then proceeded to rob the place.
You asked for it.
Okay.
He went up to the teller who'd made him put on the mask, and that same teller gave him some cash before the guy ran off.
Man. What kind of disgraceful kingdom are you running, Jeffrey?
Things get crazy in Fallbrook.
Okay.
Sounds like it.
You gotta be hard to be able to survive Fallbrook.
Very hard.
Because he initially went in without a mask, the police have security video shots of his face, and they're trying to use those to track him down. Authorities and bank personnel believe he only robbed the bank because he was frustrated with the protective mask protocol,
Oh, it's ridiculous.
and he wanted to retaliate because of it.
Taught them a lesson.
Yeah. They tell me to wash my hands when I go to the bathroom.
Oh.
I'm stealing everything in this McDonald's.
You showed him. This next laser story is out of England. Brooke needs to provide a pretty solid alibi right now.
Why?
I'd say she's guilty.
I was here.
I'm pretty sure she was in England last week because when a gang of wine thieves drilled through a cellar wall, they stole $65,000 worth of wine.
Oh, dang. That's
Impressive.
classy.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Nothing to see here. No dirt under my fingernails digging holes. Promise.
The thieves had created a route through an abandoned building near the cellar, and they dug a 50-foot tunnel. And that's how they were able to access the secret underground wine vault.
See?
Rainbow. Oh my God.
Proving once again, wine people very sophisticated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The burglaries took place on 3 separate occasions.
Whoa.
And this wasn't just any secret cellar wine. This was celebrity wine.
Ooh, fancy.
It tastes better.
Yep, a collection of vintage bottles belonging to the late Whitney Houston remained untouched down there. But the manager of the vault said several wines belonging to celebrities were stolen from the secure cellar, which held hundreds of specialized drinks, including whiskeys and ports.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So
I
cool.
know. They invest in alcohol.
And they put
Isn't
it
it
in places.
crazy?
I was in
I
Las
know.
Vegas, and this one of our friends got us into the super secret bar, and they had like Justin Timberlake's private
Yes.
tequila, Michael Michael
It's so
Jordan
weird.
when he visits, and I'm like,
And you know he visits like once every 5 years.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, that's amazing.
I've got my secret stash of White Claw.
Oh, I'm with you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Preach.
I bet it's worth a lot.
Go to Vegas.
Put that in a secret tunnel.
Yeah. The only way authorities knew that this robbery happened was because a member of the staff stumbled across the thieves as they ransacked the cellar one afternoon. But they all got away.
What?
Dang.
Brooke, you ready to confess?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All
Crazy
right.
story.
This next laser story is out of Survey World.
All right.
Boring ass world.
No one's life looks exactly like it did at the beginning of the year.
No.
And at this point, that's even making us nostalgic for stuff we didn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
like
what?
small talk at work.
Here's some of the results of a new survey that found the stuff we probably shouldn't miss, but surprisingly we do. Number 5 is going on awkward first dates.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do miss
This
it.
this is
True.
proof that people want what they can't have. Always.
Seriously.
10% of us miss that. Number 4 is having random conversations with total strangers.
Oh,
Yeah.
I miss that.
of the Wiener Patrol.
I also miss smiling at people. I
God.
walk by people and I
true.
smile, but they can't see because I'm wearing my mask, so I just look like I'm
Dude,
looking at people.
I tried to talk to the checker at the grocery store and she couldn't understand a word I was saying.
Number 3 is getting drinks after work with coworkers who we don't even like.
Yeah.
You don't like them until you get drunk, and then you're like, okay,
Totally.
I can tolerate that.
25% of us miss that. Number 2 is hearing our friends tell stories about things we didn't actually do.
Yeah. You're like
Are
that.
you guys down to do any shrooms?
28% of us miss that. Right, Jose?
Totally, man.
I thought it was things we didn't do though.
The number one thing that we miss, but probably shouldn't, is having boring conversations at work.
I miss our coworkers so much.
I've never even met our coworkers.
I know.
That's true.
Alexis doesn't know who works here.
With a lot of cool people.
no idea.
I promise.
Well, this guy doesn't miss any boring conversations because he doesn't talk.
Nope.
He just gets right down to business.
All about that action.
That's the sound of a turtle treating that shoe like a boss. He's on the clock, getting paid to do it. It means Laser Stories has come to an end for the day. We'll do it again same time